Lebanese Ether, Freestyle Drive. I'm in Brooklyn again. My man Skanks the Rap Martyr.
Peace,
What's going on, my brother? All right.
Thanks for having me, bro.
Yeah, man, definitely. I'm happy to have you on, bro. I've been seeing you doing your thing. You were a hip hop artist, but you're also a radio host, and we're gonna get into all of that, all right?
Word.
So you go by Skanks the Rap Martyr.
Yeah.
We're in Brooklyn right now. We just made a turn off for Nostrand.
Word up.
We in your neighborhood right now.
Nostrand, a dark place.
All right, is where you grew
Better
up.
known as Park Place for all you regular people.
Got you. So this is where you grew up at, basically.
Yeah, Crown Heights. Word.
Crown Heights, Brooklyn. How was it growing up in Crown Heights, Brooklyn?
It was lovely. I can't complain. Like, we grew up good, man. Like, it always been like a nice little melting pot in the Heights. So you got a lot of coaches growing up in the Heights from early. So we was always taught not to discriminate in the Heights, man.
Got you. International Heights, huh?
Word.
So when did you start getting into hip hop music? Was you at a younger age you started getting into it?
Like my older brother Goes the Mayor and his partner Self, they had like a studio that started in my mom's crib when I was little, from the back room, then it went to the basement.
Okay.
And during that time, a lot of people used to come through, like Das Effects did they demo, they got them they deal there.
Oh,
Foxy
dope. Brown
used to come down there, Spragga Benz, Mos Def, Talib, like a lot of these people came down there before they got like they big starts. So
got you.
I was always in the trenches, little. Watching, so like
studying and all that.
Yeah, man.
So that's dope. So it started off with a studio that was built in your mom's crib, you said? That
yeah,
your brother built?
It started in the back room, my brother's old room, then it expanded to the basement.
He was into producing or recording?
Yeah, he was producing. He co-produced on the Das Effects album, the Day One Effects, and he produced the Clap Your Hands off that first album too.
Nice.
You know what I'm saying? Queen Pen used to be down here. He co-produced Party Ain't a Party. You know what I'm saying?
That's dope. So you was young and watching all of this?
Watching all that, absorbing that knowledge.
And that made you want to get into hip-hop?
Yeah.
Was you always into the writing rhymes part, or was you into the other elements initially, or how did you?
Well, my first passion was like breaking, because like my big bro and his crew, they used to, you know what I'm saying, pull out the cardboard and battle, the windbreakers, and that was my first passion, but I wasn't as good as my brother and them, and they never put me down because I was too young. So
got you. You're taking it back now though with the cardboard box and all
you know what I'm saying? So I got in the trenches and was just in the studio all the time. Every chance I got, watching them till I was getting beat up, kicked out, bloody nose. I used to get ran out the studio every day. So one day I was getting ran out and I dropped my rhyme book. And my brother picked up and read that shit. Was like, oh shit, he got some shit, yo. And I was like 11 at the time.
So you was writing rhymes just to yourself, basically?
Yeah.
In your book? Like, okay.
Watching all of these guys.
Got you.
And like it was a dude that used to be down in the basement back in them days. A dude named Nasty Ness. Like, he was ill, man. Like, ill. Like, I'm talking ill.
So, 11 years old, your brother discovered your rhyme book, basically, that you dropped. When did you start taking it more seriously? Was that when? Pretty much
right after that, my brother put me in the studio and I recorded my first song, That Insane Little Nigga. That was the name of it.
You remember the rhymes to it too?
I remember the hook. That insane little nigga. This how did they get? No, that's how it went though.
All right.
But I don't remember the lyrics word for word right now. But I tell you this, when I did that song, that was the first song I was performing. Like a week later, shout out my cousin Stevie Don. They got me in a talent show where I came in second place. You know what I'm saying?
Over that song? Over that joint?
Yeah. And then we started doing mad shows. And then I remember I got approached by DJ Scratch when I was doing these shows when I was just a little kid. And I got approached by a lady that was working at BMI. And at the time I was a minor, so I wasn't taking care of my own business. My mom just gave my big brother power of attorney. And my big brother went with the lady at BMI.
Okay.
And she started hooking us up with a lot of shows, you know what I'm saying? I remember like a lot of shows at that time, you know what I'm saying? We used to be going to BMI at the same time when Naughty by Nature was going to BMI. And that's when they was...
This was what, 11, you was like 11, 12,
yeah,
13,
I was still,
that young?
I was still 11. And they was transitioning from New Style to Naughty by Nature. But I remember we used to always see each other in the office all the time.
That's crazy. So you started off mad young rapping,
basically. Yeah, I started off as a baby, man. For real.
So your brother saw potential in you with the rhymes and all that, and you produced that single.
Yep.
So he was performing talent shows and different open mics and stuff like that at the
All
time?
over, yeah. And pretty much that's how I got noticed by Link Q and MC Light and Makiba Moonsight.
Okay.
And then they had a company called Duke the Moon Management, and they had like a roster. And they came to my basement, the same basement, and MC Light, Link Q, and Makiba, they asked me to spit. I spit. And then it was like a rap, like MC Light, like, you down with us? And then
nice.
I got down with Duke the Moon. Like, I pretty much was opening up for MC Light everywhere, man. When I was
amazing,
like,
bro. Damn.
I was like 14 to like 16 years old. I'm talking, she was taking me everywhere, man. Like, we did shows with Biggie, Wu-Tang, Almighty RSO. Foosh Nickens, you name it, like, we was rocking with everybody, man.
What was your rap name then, though?
The Problem Child.
The Problem Child,
yeah.
Right? Did the Problem Child release the album as a Problem Child, or was it mainly shows?
I had a project called Street Theory 101. Me and my big brother did together. He made the beat, I dropped it. I still got some tapes in the crib. I wish I would have brought one for you. And the shit that's so crazy, right? So since this Bankai shit popped off, because we had a deal with Beat Street with this project.
Okay.
But when we came to Beat Street be like, yo, the records are still on the shelves. Not knowing, Beat Street just kept repressing our shit. Beat Street and selling them shits overseas to overseas DJs. So come to find out one day now, off the Bankai shit, I see a fan from Australia putting up all his favorite joints from the 90s, right? Why in there? I'm seeing all my favorite joints from the 90s. I'm like, yo, I love this. I see my shit in that list. I'm like, yo, bro, hold up. This is me. Problem, that's me. He said, yo. He's like, that's crazy. Like, I can't believe one of my favorite MCs from Bankai is actually Problem Child. Then he says, yo, look at this. He showed me links. That shit is selling for $150 right now.
Shit.
One piece of that vinyl.
And that's all the way in Australia. I mean,
that's everywhere overseas, though. Okay. But the person in Australia put me on.
Got you.
Said, yo, man, you need to be making money. Like, your shit is like a classic collector's item over here. I'm like, wow.
That's crazy, man. So that was the Problem Child project.
Yeah.
So when did this Bankai family group come about? What does it represent? Like, when did that come later on?
So Bankai fam came later on. Yeah, like, you know, we've been doing it for years, and like everybody in Bankai, just like Rusty Jukes, because if anybody don't know, Rusty Jukes is the real reason why Bankai is together right now.
Oh shit. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And anybody that knows Rusty Jukes is a Crown Heights native, just like us. So, one day, Rusty was recording a video with Dirt Platoon and Keo and them from France. And Keo had a whole camera crew in France. Rusty called all his boys that he know get busy from Crown Heights. Like, yo, Skanks, I need you to come through at this time. So I came. One Click Bang came, Cash Bills. It was a whole bunch of us gangster. So now we came. Keo was hyped after the video shoot. He liked our oral style. He like, yo, I want to hear y'all spit. So he started playing his beats. We spitting. Keo loving it. You know what I'm saying? So after that day, Rusty hit me the next day. He was like, yo, they was feeling your style. They want to work on a single with you. I'm like, cool, let's do it. I sent the shits back so fast, I guess they couldn't believe it. Like, I wrote it and sent, and it was not no bullshit, like quality. So when I sent it back, Rusty hit me the next day like, yo, man, they want to do an album with you now, man.
Wow.
So then we started working on the album. So as we work on the album, I'm bringing in everybody that I fuck with. Pretty much the same people Rusty was calling to come that day. So I got G-Stats, called Daddy Notch, Phenom, P General. You know what I'm saying? So long story short, Keo started saying, yo, man, this shit is dope. He like, yo, let's make a super group out of all these people you got. I said, yo, we could do that. So we had to sit down with Keo, started talking. And then, you know, the Bankai name comes from, you know, Keo is a real anime head. You know what I'm saying? So Bankai is like a form of power within the Bleach universe. Now, I break it down and took it into Brooklyn Assassin Ninjas killing all instrumentals.
Oh shit.
No beat is safe.
That's dope.
Which you will find out tonight on Freestyle Drive.
No doubt. So you basically took that term, which was based from like Japanese anime, basically, and you kind of used the acronym for your own purposes.
Because when everybody says Bankai in that anime, they power up. They evolve into some whole other shit, and that's what we taking it with this music shit. But we killing any instrumental. Like no beat is safe, man. We bodying everything, man.
So what does it stand for again?
Brooklyn Assassin Ninjas killing all instrumentals.
Nice. So I mean, I want to go back a little bit when you were still the Problem Child artist. before you turned into an adult solo artist. Were you planning on pursuing a solo rap career after being the problem child? Was you planning on sticking with that name, or did you finally grow up and like I can't use that name anymore?
Okay, so yeah, definitely that's what happened.
Okay.
So as problem child, I was like doing a lot of stuff, Lyricist Lounge, you know what I'm saying, Grandma Funk. I was everywhere rocking. But when I got at a certain age, you know what I'm saying, I just outgrew it. So I turned my name into Problem Solver at first. First it was Problem, then it went to Problem Solver.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But, I need to drop this jewel too. Rampage, the last Boy Scout, gave me the name Problem Child at a show. You know what I'm saying? Him and Buster rolled up on me. Buster was like, "You the illest dude I ever heard, shorty," when I was 11 years old. And then Rampage said, "Fuck that, you a problem child," and it just stuck.
That's a dope name. That's a dope ass
name.
Yeah. Obviously you was, because you was, people was checking you out at a young age. Yeah, man.
It was amazing.
So Skanks the Rap Martyr. How did you get that name? Did you choose that name? Was that given to you from somebody else?
Skanks was out of all of the handles of the Noon handles, Skanks was given to me by the hood. Skanks was a name I got from, like, Bow, we had all the house parties, reggae parties in Brooklyn. The shit always got shot up at the end, but we still went. So, Bow, I used to go there, and you know how they say everybody's got the two-step? So in the reggae world, the two-step is called the skank. So I do the skank, I bust my wicked skank.
Okay.
Like, I never knew how to do all the other dances they do. Like, dudes be doing the crazy, I couldn't do all that. All I know how to do was skank, or if a girl with a nice bubble in front of me, I could scrub on that, to the right tune. But that was as far as it went with me, So skank stuck with me. They'd be like, "Oh shit, my boy Delroy, skank." So that's how I got the name Skanks.
That's dope. And then you added the Rap Martyr to it after?
Yeah, because everybody in the hood was calling me Skanks. So the Rap Martyr came with, pretty much, I was willing, and I can't say I was. I am still willing to die for this cause. And like, the cause is everything that I believe in, you know what I'm saying? From this music to family, friends, everything. Like, anything I stand firm and believe in, I would risk my life for it. You know what I'm saying? And especially this music, man. Like, I'll take this way more serious than just a poem, man.
Got you. So that's where the martyr comes in from.
Yes.
Huh? You die for this hip hop shit,
I would die for this shit.
Sacrifice for it.
Word.
When did you release your first project? Was it under Skanks? Was it under Bankai? Was it a mixtape? What was your first official adult solo project?
Well, I gotta say, it came after I transitioned into Skanks, which was like in the early 2000s, really. I created a label with my partner called Anarchy Records, which I still got to this day.
Okay.
And I started dropping a slew of projects and mixtapes hitting the streets. This was like just before the physical grind really changed the way it's changed now to really digital. But I'm always one that's still about both. I'm old-fashioned and new-fashioned.
Gotcha.
I'm like in the middle because I embrace the new technology, but I'm always on that physical grind. I still want to do stickers. I still want to put posters up all over the hood.
We lost that art. That's a lost art. Exactly. Like I was just thinking, I haven't felt like I used to remember back in days, go to the CD store and just buying whatever looked dope, whatever I wanted, opening up, being excited. Everything. Nowadays, like, let me just download it on iTunes. It's like, you lose. It's not the same.
It's not, man.
It's not.
That's why I appreciate every diehard hip hop head that still want the physical copies. Like, and everybody that know me, I got no problem shipping that out to y'all. You know that.
That's dope. That's dope. You keeping it the old but mixing with the new.
Yes.
We got to use the technology for our benefit and everything. And that's why everybody's on anyway. But it's still dope to have that real hip hop shit that 90s heads grew up in and grew up on and all that. So was that a mixtape you dropped, or was that an official album on the Skanks the Rap Martyr?
They was mostly mixtapes, but it was also like official projects. But we still called them mixtapes. Like, it was all original on some of them, but we still, and like, I dropped a slew of artists too at the time. Like, LG came out under that label, Paz, Phenom, you know what I'm saying, Cash Bills, Big Av. Like, we dropped a lot of artists.
Under Anarchy? Under
Anarchy. And shout out our peoples in Ohio too, because like, we pretty much started the label here and in Ohio. Like, I had a partner from Ohio, Capadon, shout out Nitty, and we really made it happen. Like, we went on tour. We went on tour with Young Jeezy, you know what I'm saying? We went on tour with Lil Boosie, Ace Hood. Like, we did it up, man. DJ Pro Styles, D Block, Pimp C. We was doing our thing in the Midwest, man. And we got a new project coming out at Anarchy Records, September 8th, Valentine the Great. Look out for that. And we will be in Ohio doing a release party too around that time.
Nice. I mean, I know your last album, which you dropped in 2017, was Rapsploitation. Was
Yes.
that your last official?
Shout out my boy Endemic from London, produced every track on there.
That's a dope album. You got great features. You killed it yourself,
Good
and
looking,
it's like
bro.
it's definitely a dope project. You released some videos off of that.
Yeah, we got The Legends Live Forever, dedicated to my bro James Sticks Williams. And we got a memorial game coming up for him next week too. We got the oh man, I forgot we did all these videos. We got the Make Believe with P General and my homegirl Berry Boo. Wow, we got the Mercy joint. Wow, we got a couple of joints. We got we got the joint with and he's what I'm talking about. The joint we got with my boy, man, E-Class, man, Trouble. When we talking about all the police brutality stuff. Oh yeah,
Okay.
we got it.
So you're talking about real stuff going on, you know?
Yes, sir.
Issues, addressing real issues. I have to ask you this because everybody's watching gonna wonder. The eye patch.
Yeah.
I see you rocking the eye patch in the videos and everything. Where did the eye patch come from?
All right, I'm gonna break it down. So first of all, like the same anime I was telling you about earlier, right? The main antagonist was a group of villains called the Ten of Spartas, right? And this is pretty much where, you know what I'm saying, Bankai like took the number format from.
Okay.
So P General is a Sparta number 1. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Low Bang is a Sparta number 2. G Stats is 7. I'm number 5. Now, the character from the anime that was based on my character wore eye patch.
Okay.
Right? Master no Rhetorical. Now, but bust this though. Each character that was down with them, they was called hollow, heartless. They was called hollows because they was heartless, right? Some people hole was in their chest, some people hole was in their thigh, their leg. My character hole was in his eye, with his eye patch. And he never revealed till he took, you never knew until he took his eye patch off that he had to hold it.
Okay,
yeah, you know what I'm saying?
All right, cool.
But it's a double meaning because the first ever vinyl I ever bought in my life that I ever got to play on my own
Slick Rick
was Slick Rick, The Great Adventures. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
So it's like,
so it's paying homage a little.
Yes,
Somewhat paying homage.
yes.
Yes, to a legend, no doubt, man. Do people ask you that? Do they think you have an injury? Why you rocking an eye patch?
yeah, a
People
lot of
assume-
people do. Like, especially people that know me, like, and then they see me at like at an event, like me. It's like going Bankai, like the word Bankai takes you evolves. You know what I'm saying? Like I just evolve on them, and like, you know what I'm saying? Like people always be like, "Yo, you okay? What's wrong, John?" But I break it down and let them know, you know, the science of it, because it's all about the science. But a lot of people is intrigued by the mystery and the aura of it too.
It's definitely mysterious, yeah. People see if they don't know initially, they're like, oh, this, but that's dope about it too. It's like people ask questions and wonder, and
exactly.
Yeah, man.
And then there's science to it once you get into it and it gets broken down.
So I mean, since you kind of started your rap career at a young age as a kid, any words? You know, there's a lot of young cats out there who are trying to be hip hop artists. They're 11, 12, 13 years old. Yeah. They're trying to, they're trying to write rhymes and, and all of that. Any recommendations, since you was a kind of young artist who became an adult rapper, starting any
the
advice?
number one thing I would say is study the business. Study the business, study the business, study the business. Because like me being a minor, I put everything into everybody else's hands because I was a kid and I didn't really know much. Like the same situation I was telling you with the lady from BMI, our relationship went sour because she took us on a dinner and like, I just want him to sign with BMI. I'm going to link him up, shows, whatever, right? But a deal came through when I was a little kid from Michael Jackson. And when that deal came through, the ching started popping up. So she came back with a whole manager contract, pretty much a Jay Jerkin You management contract.
Okay.
And
where they gonna keep the majority of whatever profits?
Just because the person who was interested made them like, whoa, wait a minute. And it kind of like.
So what do you say about Michael Jackson? I didn't miss that
part.
part.
Michael Jackson sent the contract for me. Michael Jackson was out here looking.
You can't drop that without.
Michael Jackson was looking for the problem child.
What the?
Out here in the city, is this kid.
That is.
I want to sign, and at the same time, Luke Skywalker, Uncle Luke was trying to sign me at the same time.
So your record or performance or something reached Michael Jackson somehow.
Yes.
And he was like, yo, this kid is dope.
And he ended up getting in contact with the same person who hooked me up with the at BMI. Yes.
Okay. So that kind of.
And then that person came back with a contract.
They wanted to get you first before you signed with anybody else.
But the contract was like pretty much 360 before 360. I was finished. I wasn't gonna like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Because you generated this publicity all on your own, so they want to jump on that.
Yeah.
So basically, handle your business side if you're a young artist trying to make it in the game.
Because if you know the business, you'll be able to handle these situations. You know what I'm saying? Like I would have been able to handle that situation better and on my own instead of putting it in the hands of somebody who also didn't really know, but they was just a little older than me.
Gotcha.
But they didn't really know the business either. Same thing. When I was 11, I went to do the ABC kids commercial.
Okay.
When they used to have the ABC in the morning, Saturday morning cartoons.
Yeah.
It was a kid rapping. I wrote the song. I was supposed to lay the song. I got paid to do it at 11 years old. Then my big brother said, "Oh no, my little brother ain't doing this commercial because my little brother ain't dancing like Hammer," and shut it down right there. But like, see, me being smart, like knowing the business, I could have still did that without compromising myself.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Kept it your style.
Kept it my style.
Yeah.
But we live and we learn.
Okay, definitely, it's experience.
I don't regret none of that.
As long as we learn from them, you know what I'm saying? So yeah. What do you want to say, people listening right now, about your radio show? Because I know you host of a radio show as well. How is it going from an artist who's usually being interviewed and being the guest and freestyling and everything to being behind the mic, but in a different capacity, basically?
First off, shout out my boys Nitro and Bluebeard. That's my co-host. But it's ill because like at this same time last year, I never seen this happening. And like the owner, shout out Roxanne, the owner of the station BBOX Radio.
BBOX Radio.
See me at an event. I was hosting an event. You know what I'm saying? My boy G Stash from Bankai just came home from jail and we do an event, welcome home for him. And I was hosting the whole night. I never got off the stage. I never had a chance to network, nothing. But she said, "Yo, you got real dope personality. You should give radio a try." And then I felt like, I don't know.
Okay.
But then when we got into it, we created a format for the show. Like once I started like thinking about it, I was telling my boys like, "Yo, if we're gonna do this show, we're not gonna do this show like everybody else's show. We're gonna like, bring our own twist to it." You know what I'm saying?
Something different. Switch it up. Yeah.
So then, so I told her, I said, "Yo, we'll give it a try." So one thing we do with our show is we always like to have a different DJ every week. Cause we like to pay homage to the DJ. If it wasn't for the DJ, it wouldn't be no us. You know what I'm saying? So we was lucky to have so far DJ Mix, DJ Ready C, Easy Mo B, DJ Mix. You know what I'm saying? We was lucky to have Fred Ones.
Nice.
Oh man, like the list goes on. DJ Pizarro. Like we had a lot of dope DJs. PF Cutting is coming soon.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? It's like real. Like we pay homage to the DJs, man.
So the show's every Saturday
at 10 to 11 p.m.
10 to 11 p.m. Where can people? What's the best way to tune in?
Check us out on BBOXradio.com, or you can find us on the TuneIn app. And then Monday mornings is the Bankai Extended Hour on WRAP.FM. You know what I'm saying?
So we would check out the show. If they missed it on Saturday, they can catch it on Monday.
Definitely.
Basically. What's your favorite part about radio that you?
Oh man, it's just fun. Like I approach radio the same way I approach creating a song or something. Like every show, like I build on the concept of how we gonna, create the show and the different guests. It all depends on our guests. You know what I'm saying? And I like to match the DJs with the styles of the guests. You know what I'm saying? But I also like to have young guests and older guests to bridge the gap. You know what I'm saying? It's no
like on the same show, you mean?
Yes, it's no big me's, little you's. And one part of the show we like to have, we got a segment called Know Your History. It's like a game show. So we got a bell there. Whoever hit the bell first get to answer the question. And all three of us ask the hip-hop history question.
That's dope.
And then we do Name Those Bars, where I say classic bars.
You better know them.
Yeah, yo.
You better know them.
So many people been on the spot so far. Like, I don't think nobody had a perfect score yet. Like, nobody. Like, people be on point.
Because when you isolate a few bars, it can throw you off a little
yes,
bit. Like, I know this damn bar, I just don't know where it's from at the moment.
And like last episode, we had John Robinson on the show, and we was talking about, I hit him with MC Light, Cha Cha Cha, from '89, And he knew it. He's saying the words. He like, yo, I know this shit. I feel ashamed of myself, but he couldn't get out. He knew the song, but he couldn't remember
the title and the
yes,
couldn't remember.
Yo, it was so dope. It was so dope.
That is super creative. That's a dope concept right there.
Good looking,
that
bro.
shit is dope, man.
And the way I say it sometimes throw him off, cause I put a little twist on the flow just to throw him off. Like, see if you really know this joint. Like,
but I like how you said you bring some of the new generation with the older generation, because you see a lot of that separation now.
Yes.
Whether it's legitimate or not, sometimes it can be a little bit of both. But you see that divide, Why do you feel it's important to gap that?
Yeah, I'm not with it. Like, perfect example. It's how my whole career came about. Like, if my big brother and them could have did the same thing to me.
So
you know
true,
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, I've always been like that, and pretty much all my life, I've always been the youngest dude in the crew. Like, all the shows we used to go to when I was Problem Child tours, like, I was too young to get pussy. Like, like the chicks be like, oh, he's cute, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was too young to smoke, drink at the time. They didn't even want to let me in the clubs. We always had to be like, but we're MC Light. And then, like, we off the strip of MC Light, we used to get in, but nowhere one, we ain't letting this little kid, we serve liquor in here. Like, so, like, I didn't get to, like, jump right out in a mix and be, like, big boy style. I had to learn and be taught by my older peers, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like this is the way, I feel like our generation failed the last generation. Because the same way my generation looked out for me and schooled me, and you see had my peoples able to come with me to shows and hold me down, we didn't do that with the last generation. So they felt like Generation X started doing their own thing with all this different styles, the mumbling, everything. We can't be mad at it if we wasn't guiding them.
True. I mean, I agree with that. I mean, I also see some of the people who are upset is that some of the young cats aren't paying homage or don't necessarily know the forefathers. Or, I'm not saying you have to know every single bar from MC Light and KR and just everybody from the 80s and 90s. You don't just have to know everything. But you have some of these cats who don't know nothing. Yeah,
and that's bad. Like, it's one thing to know nothing. Like you got to know something. Like, you could tell if somebody's trying or not. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you just like blank on, like me and my boy Bobby Stone got a new song that's dropping this week called The DJ. And we straight pay homage to all the DJs, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, there's a line where I say, I will spaz on any whack rapper's ass if I ask and that nigga don't know who was Grandmaster Flash. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's certain things you're just supposed to know.
But even that, like the DJ, what's the role of the DJ with these new artists?
Yeah.
You don't even hear the word DJ coming out of their mouth
They
anymore.
Don't show no love.
They don't show no love,
you know what
exactly.
I'm saying? I agree 100%. And this is why songs like this to me is important. This is why every episode we try to have a different DJ on, you know what I'm saying? Because we want to pay homage and show them y'all still appreciate it. Hip-hop started with the DJ. You know what I'm saying?
And DJs are still doing their thing. They may not be, on the mainstream with every single single out there, but who cares? They've created their own path and lane and independent route and everything. They don't need it, but it's just annoying that
they don't get it.
They don't get it, exactly.
Yeah. MCs might get put first, you know what I'm saying? But the truth hurts. Because tell me, how could you work if it really wasn't for what was done by Kool Herc? You know what I'm saying?
Nice. 45 years this year celebrating DJ Kool Herc, exactly.
DJ started this shit.
No doubt. And those who know, and those who don't, hopefully they learn. Hopefully they learn from today's episode.
Word.
We got Skanks the Rap Martyr teaching y'all today lessons. Before we get into the rap session, you said you're dropping this new single, The DJ.
Yeah.
What other new project you working on?
Yeah, that Valentine is dropping real soon. You know what I'm saying?
That's
September
on
8th.
You said, right?
Yeah, man. His single Arrival is out right now, available on iTunes. And the album is actually available on pre-order right now, too. You know what I'm saying? The new Bankai album is coming this fall. You know what I'm saying? I got a project called Out of Nowhere coming. That's just going to hit you out of nowhere.
A solo Skanks project?
Yeah.
Nice, okay.
No date. It's just coming out of nowhere.
Got you.
And me and my boy Keo Itachi.
And it's going to be called Out of Nowhere?
It's going to be called Out of Nowhere.
That's dope, man. I like that.
Good looking. And me and my boy Keo got a project, too, called Unapologetic. That's coming this year, We going to do a Euro tour behind that one.
Nice.
Word.
So you working, basically. You
grinding.
Man. You still... have you lost... I don't see that you lost the passion to drive because you're going all out.
Yeah.
But compared to 11-year-old Problem Child, have you lost some of the passion of hip hop?
No. And it's so funny because a lot of people that know me look at me and be like, yo, you still going? How you do it? Like, you know why? Because I love what I do. You know what I'm saying? I do what I love, and I love what I do. And that's it. Like, it's no other way. Like, I don't want to be doing nothing else but what I would love to do. You know what I'm saying? And I put my passion and my heart into it every time. You know what I'm saying? Word.
All right. People can check you out on Instagram at Flowfessional.
Yep.
That's the other AKA that you go by as
Yep.
well, right?
You know I'm a professional at flowing, baby.
Yeah, Flowfessional, at Flowfessional on Instagram. I'm gonna add it and everything. I'm gonna throw on some beats. You ready for the freestyle?
Let's get it, bro.
All right. I'm just gonna surprise you with whatever, all right? That's what I do with some of the artists. I try to mix it up a little bit and...
Let's have fun.
All right, let's have some fun. Throw you off guard a little bit, all right? Skanks the Rap Martyr.
Yeah.
On Freestyle Drive. We in Brooklyn.
I ain't gonna just lick off on them for shit talking. But he gonna be mad wiping my spit off him. You bugging, son. If you ain't hot from puffing blunts, then it must be the crystal meth like Michael Douglas, son. Spit out the Gillette and cut him. Cause I can tell he frontin' like Fags do. His only tattoo around his belly button with a rig on his tongue. This nigga can't tell me nothing. His pants so tight that if he try to run, he might bust him on some incredible Hulk shit. I pinch you like a Vulcan, it's insulting. Cause I know I'm not that nigga to be fucked with. It's a different way I do it. Not the same way stupid just playing my music. Got your bitch facing my pubics. Complaining about you, don't be taking that out. Can't quit talking, my dick the smartest thing that came out of mouth. This that skank sound, original, it can't be copied down. You try it, you'll let me knock you out like Manny Pacquiao. Every bar is dumb, hard as it comes. Hearing me like seeing Jimi Hendrix playing the guitar with his tongue, amazing. It's Matrix Iron and get top 10 the favorite. Quit hating, I'm the shit, like Clay Davis. I'm on their ass, they better look behind them. These Don Cheeto niggas acting like they Brooklyn's finest. Lying, knockin' Duke, I got the drop of pop at you. I block at you like the methods they waka flocka do. Blah!
Yes, Skanks the Rap Martyr. Bankai. Freestyle Drive. Yeah. I'm your host, Lebanese Ether. Let's get into this. Yeah. Freestyle Drive.
I got myself a gun. Huh? Check it out. Bank account, body count, I got you beat on all the counts. So what you talking about? To me it's just a small amount. Come and play for Skanks, man, I'll show you what I'm all about. Sure will swoop your ass, slam dunk my balls in your mouth. Yeah, I'll be wet and I'll be higher than a private jet. Hip-hop's my only addiction with no side effects. You be acting like you smart but don't be knowing shit, prick. Only degree you ever had was the deodorant. Fuck swag, I got a style you can't copy. Since I think with my dick, my chicks gotta brainwash me. You the best where, you ain't the best here. Your moms would've been killed you if she didn't need that welfare. Moms make sure that I was doing good. It ain't a fault that I was ruined by the hood. You don't stop with all that whack crap you rapping about. I'ma knock your gold caps in the back of your mouth.
Woo. Damn. Skanks the Rap Martyr. Bankai. Bars for days. Brooklyn. Yeah. I know you got bars for days. I'm just gonna throw on some classics right here. Yeah. Skanks the Rap Martyr on Freestyle Drive.
It's best to keep it brief, cause niggas snitch in these streets more than them WikiLeaks. Capiche? The more I get, the dumber that I get. How I taught you to get money, but you ain't cut me a check. After I get paid, I take some hoes backstage. Only bitches you know is for dough on Backpage. And if you a man, but a woman, what you dress like, that ain't right like Eddie Murphy fucking transvestites. Bitch MC, you ain't shit to me. You let other dudes lick the D like... These in the closet gangsters make me so sick I'm a spaz. Why don't you pull that skirt down and take that dick out your ass? Cherish this, I hope you listening to every sentence. Cause you are now in the presence of a living legend. Make each letter sound better when I put them together. You ain't too clever, your mama should've raised you better. I could've been your pops, but the line was too long. For that you be good, I might help you write a new song. Listen, if you use your ears more than your mouth and shut the fuck up, you'll hear what I was talking about. Use your head and think. You see why I'm the head of my clique? Nigga, I'm so ill that I can make medicine sick. I'm so hard that I can hospitalize a brick. The Rap Martyr, bitch, you won't spit hot lines like this.
Woo. Rap Martyr, Skanks. Yo, that WikiLeaks line is fucking sick.
You're looking, bro.
That WikiLeaks line, yo.
You're looking, bro.
You down for one more? You down for one more?
Of course.
All right.
Let's go.
Let's do it. Since we in Brooklyn right now, let's do it. I will use this one. Skanks the Rap Martyr. Cold as ice. Crown Heights, Brooklyn.
Shout out all the Brownsvillians.
Yeah.
Raw deal, I get them. Oh, no, hey, look, let me get that hook in. Let's let that hook marinate.
Cold as ice.
Aye.
Sacrifice. Rap Martyr.
That's me. I'm about to bomb on them, Lebanon.
Freestyle Drive, yeah.
Yeah. Raw deal, I get them all killed. Massacred, it'll be a bigger mess than an oil spill. Don't matter if it's larger and small bills, just don't come short. The more the good at any corner like George Hill. I see the pain that I done caused in your mom's grill. Born to kill all these whack niggas, this God's will. Since the day I came out my mom's on June 4th, who'da thought I'd be an MC and pimp? Like Too Short, but it's a lot of industry cats that the once gangsta blow up like I'm an illegal alien. And rap is Arizona. With no deal, I punch you dead in your grill. Your stupid ass probably still think that wrestling is real. Talking about don't get you mad. Let's fight you had was 3rd grade and that bitch whipped your ass. A couple jabs to have your head aching. Matter of fact, you'll be crying, cause you's a big baby like Glenn Davis. You might be thinking like LeBron, you the best. But nigga, I'ma fuck your mama like Delonte West. Yes, fuck the model bitches, she get hot when I visit. With a bottle, a pack of condoms, and a box full of chicken. Dig it! Bankai!
Bankai, why? Professional,
now
yes.
let me warn all y'all hating, hoping that I'm gon' fall. Man, cause I stand tall and talk shit like LeVar Ball. Probably thought you done have me figured out, but y'all all wrong. We ain't cool, don't try to ask me to be on y'all songs. It's Skanks.
Wow. Skanks the Rap Martyr. Check him out on IG at Flowfessional. FLOFLOWFESSIONLAL.
Yeah.
Professional.
Thanks for having me on the show, bro.
Thank you, my brother Skanks. You killed it, man. I'm gonna listen to everything again because I missed some dope ass bars right there. That shit was dope, man. Cold as ice.
Salute, y'all.
Thank you, yo. Thank you again, Skanks the Rap Martyr.
Freestyle Drive.
Yes, Flowfessional on Instagram. The Bankai
Hour
every Saturday. And
on BBOXradio.com, you know what I'm saying? Find us on the TuneIn app, or you can catch us Monday morning on that Bankai Extended Hour repeat on WRAP.FM.
Super dope, man.
Peace, y'all.
Peace, everybody.